Hello everybody, welcome back to Fire Emblem E3 2024. I am YeahNice, last year I was SkillSys, and today I'm going to be showcasing my hack, Fire Emblem Spectrum. This is the second year I'm showing this off, and this time I'll be showcasing a chapter that's a bit later in the game. Chapter 10, actually, on foreign soil. I'm not going to be showcasing the dialogue, just so I don't spoil things for anyone who hasn't played yet, but yeah, basically just going to be going through the chapter, just showing off gameplay and stuff, and while we're doing that, I'm going to be talking a bit about my creative process. The thought that goes into certain decisions I make. Why do I do things? Like, why do I give this man Hellfire? All that and more in the most exciting video of your life. I think I got everyone I wanted to deploy, so let me see, Yeah, we got everybody. So let's just go ahead and start. Yeah, let's start. Here we go. Excuse me? Okay, so first things first, we're gonna be... You may be wondering, hey, where has the project been? There hasn't been an update since, like, January. And, long story short, motivation. Sometimes motivation just is not there. And that's fine, you know? These are hobby projects at the end of the day. These are passion projects, and if the passion isn't there, then why bother? Not why bother, I mean, like, why force yourself, you know? But don't get me wrong, I have been working. Just, you know, slowly. As you can see, this is a chapter that hasn't been shown to the public yet, so that should be proof of something, right? I am planning on having a public patch available by the end of 2024 to have this chapter, a couple chapters after that, and the goal is to have 14 playable chapters in the next beta. 14 is quite a bit. It's a lot more than a lot of hacks get to. So honestly, I'm still proud of that at least. It's just gonna be slow getting there. If you're wondering, in case I somehow get the patch out before FE3, which I'm doubting. I'm recording this in August 23rd, a couple days before the deadline, actually. I am nothing if not a procrastinator. Yeah, after this turn, I'm gonna turn off animations, don't worry. Just wanted to showcase them because they're nice to have for, like, a thumbnail and stuff. Next things next, I'm gonna do a talk convo. Showcasing this one real quick, just to have a little bit of context as to why it's happening. Someone has a ring. Someone did have a ring, they lost it, now we have the ring. And that's just sort of the gist of it, really. I know I'm not the most exciting narrator in the world, but I'm the one you're stuck with. And with that, we get the bold ring. The second item in the game that gives passive stat boosts and nerfs. This one gives strength and magic, but nerfs skill. This is I basically do this when I don't want to give someone just straight stat buffs. Like, sometimes I'll give people just straight stat buffs. You know, when I'm feeling funny. Because that's just a thing you can do. Just give people free stats. But oftentimes, oftentimes, you know, I don't want someone to be strictly better, you know. Sometimes relying on an item is a good thing. Because otherwise that unit might get a little broken. Like how when I hear she's the thief. Her strength being bad is just sort of her thing. And if she suddenly has as good a strength as the merm, well, what's the point of deploying the merm? She can do all the things the merm can do, and also steal things. So yeah, that's sort of my thought process going with that. Same thing happened with the small shield here. Originally, this was just a free defense buff for Shannon, the Pegasus Knight, who I did not deploy. Unfortunate thing is, if you know anything about Pegasus Knights, once they get going, they are unstoppable. She will... Pardon. My voice is hoarse. I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, anyway. If they get snowballing, then they're really gonna get snowballing. So I added the -2 speed here and attached it to a held item. So that if you want her to be bulky and not die, you need to work for it. Or at least you need to deal with the drawback. If you want her to still double things, you need the Slim Lance. Which, yeah, gives speed. See? Gives speed. Inspired by an assortment of other projects that also do the same thing, because it's better than just giving it 5% crit. No one likes 5% crit. Oh, it got strength. That's awesome. It's awesome. I think that's her second strength. That's her second strength level, I think? Strength is not her strong suit, as you can tell. Anyways, we just got a new unit. This is one of the main reasons I chose this chapter specifically. Because of the new unit joining has ties to another unit that I wanted to have a talk combo with. Let me just move everyone out of the way, have them talk. Sis, is that you? And she gets a sword out of it. The Child Sword. 7 might, 120 hit, 25 crit. Seems a little strong. It's the same. It's the same might as the Zenmato. So, you may ask, why am I giving this to her? Why am I giving her this weird item? It's because she is historically not very good. Her speed is, you know, it's good. Before this though, she got weighed down by steel swords. She was not good. So I gave her the con, and also her skill gamble just was not seeing use. So I gave her this weapon to try and salvage some use out of the skill, because, like, I like gamble. I think it's a neat skill to have, and, you know, if you like an idea, you're gonna try to make it work, right? That makes sense. And so I'm just giving her that so that she can work better, the skill can work better. She isn't just a mess. Because, yeah, she was originally in the same boat as, like, Dwight. Dwight, just not great. Rom hack soldier. Hack Rom soldier. I gave him a brave weapon as a personal weapon so he could actually do things. Which admittedly wasn't my idea, but Shout out Push Wall again from last year. Yeah, that's just sort of my philosophy with going about it. If something doesn't work, then I'm gonna try to make it work first thing. And if I can't make it work, then I'll just do a different thing. Okay, it's gonna get that kill. Oh, I said I was gonna turn off the animations, right? Sorry, my bad. I'll get to them real quick. Just wanna get through this first. Dodge to 75. Good job, we're rocking 2 RN, so that's way more special than it might look. Oh no, she's got a long. Oh, she doubles with the longbow. Actually, thank goodness. All right, there's the brigand spawning in, so it's now time to hurry. First thing, turn off the animations. There we go. As you can see, it's... Let's see if we can force it. Didn't have to rig it. There we go. And she gets a look. I gave you a shiny new sword, and this is how you repay me. Thank you. Very cool. Okay. You... Let's see, does he move? Yes, actually, he does move. You will go here. You will go here. Okay, now we got downtime, so I'll go ahead and talk about what I've been cooking behind the scenes. Cooking behind the scenes, yes, okay. That's the phrase I was thinking. Anyway. Next release. Planning to have it at the end of the month. Well, not end of the month, end of the year. That's what I'm saying, end of the year. It's gonna have 14 chapters, I believe is my goal. Yeah, 14 chapters. In the current public beta, there's 9 chapters. 9 chapters. So we're going to be adding chapters 9, 10, which you see here, 11, 11x, and 12. Oh no, I broke the illusion. Anyway. So yeah, chapter 12 is going to be the end of that. But since there's 2 guidance, 14 chapters. Sorry for going silent. Lost my train of thought. Anyways. What has the focus been in terms of development? Mostly just been like, I finished designing all of the maps layout-wise. That's basic. That's the hardest part of map hacking for me, honestly. The fact that map layouts are just really hard for me to figure out, just make them look good. Because usually I admit I'm prone to just making blank fields a lot of the time. Like, this took a while to make look decent. Just remembering that, hey, these tiles exist. You can use them. Yeah, it's also like, probably my least favorite part of hacking. Just that map layouting. It's very slow, very tedious, very tiring. What is this? Jesus. Yeah, very tiring. That's one of the main reasons motivation's so low to work on this. It's just, you have to work on hack. Cool. You have to work on the maps, too. But, you know, thankfully I don't have to worry about right now because I've actually finished designing the maps for the upcoming build. I just really right now I just need to work on the writing and the enemy layouts. And enemy layouts are typically pretty easy for me to do anyway. It's just like, hey, enemies need to go here, put them there. And if it's oppressive, spread them out a little. Yeah, thankfully hacking's just... Really, it's just about getting into a groove. Like, you find something that works, you make it work, and everything just works out. Okay, she's gonna miss him, thank goodness. Like in my case, another thing that I talked about this last year. Unit balance. I've had a lot of trouble with that. This time around, I think I'm starting to get a little better at unit individuality. Just making everyone feel a little more special. Some more polarized growths. Not too polarized, but still. Just give people more defined weaknesses is mainly the goal. And I think I've been doing a better job of that all around. Characters that are supposed to be frail are actually frail. Characters that are supposed to be fast are, well, they're fast now. And characters that are supposed to be bulky are, you know, actually bulky. That's just sort of... It's one of those things you need to... It takes time to figure out, practice, effort. It's not about skill, it's about effort, really. So, like, there's my advice for any hackers out there who are still figuring this out. Don't worry about getting it right the first time. You won't. No matter how hard you try, you will not get it right the first try. No one does. So don't worry. Don't over-focus. Just work on making the game fun. Fun for you, primarily. If other people don't find it fun, then, just, you know, the thing I do, if people don't find it fun, figure out why. See what you can do to make it actually fun. And if you can't think of anything, then, well, don't be afraid to ask for help, actually. Asking, like, that's sort of how I got the idea for Dwight's perf, actually. I talked about this last time, shout out Pushwall again. It's their idea. Move everyone here. Okay, yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. You see, things work. When things work, that's great. So, yeah, that's the end of that turn. And here we come upon some downtime. Downtime once more, just for this bit of downtime, let me see what else I can talk about. I've talked about why progress has been going slow. I've talked about what I'm planning to get done. Maps, layouts, writing. Yeah, the plan is to have future maps be a bit more writing dense. Because main thing was, when I designed the first few maps, it was around the idea that there'd be around 35 chapters. And eventually I came to a realization that, oh god, if I do 35, I don't have enough story for 35 chapters. If I try to do 35 chapters, there's got to be a ton of padding. So I look to see, okay, what can I cut? And then I ended up cutting 5 chapters from the final product, I'd say. So we're down to 30. Down to 30, which is fine, honestly. Here. Because, like, I still got a large cast. You know? I still got the large cast I want. It's just gonna be a little shorter. I'll just need to be a little more careful. A little more precise in how I deal with character development and stuff. Moving the story along and stuff. And that's just another thing you gotta work out, you know? Like if you have 35 chapters, sure, you got a lot of filler, but you also got all the time in the world to just meander along a bit. Take your time with development. Here, I can't exactly do that. Apologies if I'm hammering a home over and over, hammering a point over and over again. Apologies for my words. Oh, crit, cool. Another strength level, nice. Oh god, I forgot what I was saying. Shoot, what was I saying? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Ooh, good level. Main thing. Let's see. Talk about characters, maps. Okay, yeah, I remember. Character development. It's meandering a bit there. Okay. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Just being more concise with character development. Making sure development actually happens before they end the game. You know what I mean? And I think that's just going to be my main focus in my writing for the next little while, at least. Just... It's the main thing with her. She's a little dry. She's a little bland. I feel like I haven't explored much of her thought processes, and that's what I'm hoping to do a little bit more of with these upcoming betas. Just dive a little deeper into the main character's mind, you know? It's like, she's the main character. You need to understand her motivations and stuff, or else you're just not gonna care. That's about that for that. Just focusing on that. Just getting better at that. Pretty sure she's gonna cap speed soon. Which is cool. Oh, nice crit. Nice crit. Okay, anything else I want to talk about before the end of the map? Let's see. Anything else I want to talk about? Any other updates? Any other things I'm working on? Okay. So for game updates, stuff with the game. What else am I gonna be adding besides the chapters, the new maps, stuff like that? Okay, main thing I think. Last thing I could think of is a unit. Did I talk? Yeah, I talked about unit balance a bit, just making everyone feel a little more distinct from each other. What about in terms of, like, making anyone actually, like, good or bad? I can talk about that for a bit. Units were good or bad. Thing about my sandboxes. For anyone who doesn't know, a sandbox is like a template. The game follows like how stats operate, how things generally operate, that sort of thing. And my goal primarily is stick generally close to vanilla, higher stats generally. Things get a bit more inflated. People die. Just kidding, he's fine. He's not dead. He's just a little unconscious. He'll get better. He won't come back, but he'll get better. Let's see, what else? Okay, yeah. Remembered my train of thought. Apologies for losing my train of thought again. This is like the 5th or 6th time I've tried recording this. If you can't tell by how scratchy my throat is. My voice is a bit scratchy, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, my template is very vanilla adjacent, I like to call it. I like keeping things, you know, at roughly vanilla sensibilities. Because, you know, vanilla is the sort of game... When I say vanilla, I mean, like, Fire Emblem 8 Sacred Stones vanilla. Or since we're talking about skills... Could be talking something closer to, like, a Teleus Path of Radiance, maybe, without as much horse dominance. Unfortunately, that does make things a little bit harder balancing people, making people more unique, because if I were, say, working in build files, for example, I could do something like, oh, look at Rourke here. She could have a passive that's like, every horse unit you get, every horse unit she kills drops a pelt that she can sell for 1,000 gold, or combine 3 to make a leather shield, which boosts her defense by 3. Something like that. Which, for the record, I think that sort of stuff is awesome. I love that sort of stuff. It's not the sort of stuff I like to make. I do play it occasionally. I think it kicks ass. It's just not the sort of game I want to make, you know? It's not my favorite kind of game. And that sort of thing you wanna make a game you actually want to play through from start to finish. And my ideal game is just, you know, something closer to vanilla, something simpler. That comes with its pluses and minuses, like I said. The main minus being people have a tendency to feel like stat sticks. And there's not much I can do. Not much one can do about that when sticking this closely to the formula. Like, I can make one Cavalier slow and bulky, one Cavalier fast and frail, but in the end of the day, they're still calves. Why not go mono weapon calves? Maybe on my next project. If I weren't already dedicated to the dual weapon calves, I might actually have gone into mono weapon calves, but well, I've dug my hole. I've dug my hole and I'm sitting in it. And honestly, it's not that bad, honestly. It's just a matter of making the infantry units good enough that you're not relying so much on your calves to do everything, or at least don't feel like you have to rely on, or at least feel like you can get away with not relying on your calves for everything. Yeah. It's really at the end of the day, yeah, calves are just always gonna be good, unless it's like FE10 or FE5, where they severely screw with calves in some manner, and even then, in those games, there are like actively great horse units still. Maybe less so FE10, but they're still like Jeffrey in that. Just gonna stop here. You know what I mean, right? I'm trying not to worry too much about it. I'm just doing what I can to make units a little less homogeneous, a little bit better. And if it succeeds, great. And if it fails, try again. And yeah, I think that's actually about it for topics, actually, which is super convenient because we're at the boss. I'm gonna do another gamble crit. I don't need to do a gamble crit. I'm gonna do a gamble crit. Yes! Actually, wait, was that even a yes, it was a gamble crit, never mind. So anyways, yeah, that was the chapter. That was the discussion. End of the discussion. End of the discussion. Again, gonna apologize for all the rambling. This is my 5th or 6th time trying to record, like I've said. My voice is tired. Don't have a lot I want to talk about. Maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll get a collaborator to do this with me. But right now I'm pretty comfortable just talking about this in front of a mic. 2 people. Like, what works for me, okay. And this works. And let's see if this level works. Yes, absolutely. And that's the end of that chapter, actually. So we're done here. We're done here. Anyways, thank you again for watching. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Shout outs to the entire community for making this stuff possible. And yeah, I think that's about it. Hope y'all have a great FE3, and I know I'll be watching the rest of the videos with y'all. Have a good one. Hope you try out the project.